Hey kids, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the QDecent podcast. It's raining outside today. My fucking jaw hurts, and I'm not smoking any pot. Went through a lot of time in my life lying to people about whether or not I was smoking pot. But just the weather. But now, I have a real reason to not, man. My my son's in foster care, and I'm seeking custody, and there's no way that is not more important than getting stoned. Anyway, guys, today's episode is brought to you by transplants. Ecological life that changed their gender. A flower who was once a flower boy and now it's a flower girl. A cactus who was once a girl cactus, it's now a boy cactus. Anyway, guys, fuck that bikini girl on Snapchat telling me to apply for a student loan for 6 grand. Fuck her, dude. I don't. You think your tits are gonna make me want to get into debt? Nobody's tits are gonna make me want to get into. Well, maybe somebody's, but dude, no. If I see a cute girl in her underwear for no reason, saying apply for a loan today, there's no way. Like, you gotta be so dumb for that ad to appeal to you. Who? Yeah, I forget everybody's an idiot in this country. Except for fans of the Q Decent podcast. You kids are fucking smart. You're so smart. You appreciate the complex nuances of the podcast. There's no nuances in this shit. But fuck her, man. She is mistaken, thinking that her tits are gonna do anything for me. Um. Anyway, what do I got today? You know how in the last episode, maybe it was 2 episodes ago, I talked about Just Mercy. I saw that movie on Apple TV and I liked it a lot. And I saw it for free too. I was like, hell yeah, man, Apple TV, rocking it. Like, they're giving me free shit. Said I got a 12-month free trial. But later I found out that they only gave me that movie for free because hashtag Black Lives Matter. And all the movies about black people were free. But I watched that movie just because I wanted to. That shit was of my own volition. I saw it and I was like, ooh, Just Mercy. I'm trying to watch that movie because I actually missed it in theaters. Wanted to go a bunch of times, but missed that shit. Anyway, dude, did you hear about Chick-fil-A? They say they're going to open on Sundays, but for blacks only. And that's not me paraphrasing. Blacks only. What the fuck? I mean, not that Chick-fil-A has ever been the company to be politically correct or make the right move, but that was not the right move. And I don't know why either. Well, I do. I don't know. Part of me feels like I know why, but the other part of me says, don't explain it, you'll fuck up. You ever afraid to talk about shit because you know you're gonna fuck up? It's happening a lot lately. And but dude, blacks only. There's a sign in the window, blacks only. It's kind of a nice twist from, I don't know, 50 years ago when it was whites only. 50 year, 80, 60, I don't know, 2 years, probably something like that. Dude, sometimes I feel like I won the lottery being a white male. Sometimes I used to feel that. I still I still have a lot of white privilege, which is neat, I guess. Hopefully the shit ends soon. I don't know if it ever will. I think it's because white people look fucking non-threatening. Nobody ever sees a white dude unless they're a Nazi and thinks, oh my god, that person is fucking scared. They're all pussies. White people are all pussies. And when they see a black person that's different, they probably are scared of that and they respond with bigotry. And you all knew that. I didn't need to explain how that works. I didn't need to explain how racism works. But one thing I would like explained to me is why anybody would buy a lottery ticket in an airport right before they got on a flight. Why would you do that? First of all, the lottery is something that only poor people in general buy into. So you're at an airport, you just spent like your whole checking account on a plane ticket because you're poor. because you're the kind of person who would buy a lottery ticket, and then you see the lottery machine at the airport and you think, fuck, man, maybe this could make my flight better if I win, but dude, you're gonna lose. You're setting yourself up for a shitty flight because you're poor, obviously. You're broke, obviously. You're fucking stupid, obviously. Oh, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket before I get on this plane. I mean, I guess it'd be cool if you won, but then isn't lottery by state? So I don't want to win the fucking Minnesota lottery and then fly off to California immediately. It'd be ridiculous. It would not be worth it. Like, I don't know, man. I just think it's dumb. We'll see. Maybe we'll ask somebody about it. Dude, I finally ran a mile with the dog, which was pretty cool because the dog usually pisses me off when I'm trying to run with him. I usually leave him at home. I'll walk the dog. I'll run by myself. But the other day, and it may have had something to do with the fact that I had a couple of bacon cheeseburgers that I made myself and like a donut. 2 halves of 2 separate donuts. And the night before, I woke up in the morning, got the dog, and went out for the run. And before I had described that usually around 0.7, 0.8 miles, I would get tired or feel sick, and I would have to take a break, get back to it. I was having a lot of trouble. But now I can do that shit. And the first time I did it, I got to that 0.8 spot, and I remember thinking to myself, fuck, man, this is easy. I'm gonna make it. Definitely gonna make it this time. I mean, I knew I could make it the whole time because I did it when I was a kid, but I thought that, I don't know, I wasn't sure how hard it was going to be to get there. I probably did 4 or 5 runs where I didn't quite make it, almost made it, and now I did like a 1.2. That was yesterday, and then I did it again today. Run the mile and then walk back, and the dog loves it. But for some reason, I think when I'm getting in that zone of running and I'm getting in the flow state, and it's really, it's hard. You got to really concentrate on keeping yourself, like, not giving in to the pain your body feels and just pushing through it. And if the dog bumps into my foot during that, I'm going to get pissed. That's happened before. Or he runs around you with the leash and entangles your feet. Ooh, that would make me mad, man. Gotta run alone. But it's cool. I think I got him trained. I think he likes to go right next to me and a little bit behind me. That's how it fucking should be. I usually keep him on the leash anyway in case there's a big dog. A lot of people walk around the area that I walk. It's really nice. Biking trails, hiking trails. But yeah, man, my point is I did it. It took me like a week worth of runs. So you can do it too, probably. I don't know why you would want to, unless you hate yourself. I tweeted a while back about how getting back into running was like getting back into an abusive relationship because you really got to hate yourself to do it. You're really going to want to cause yourself pain to get back into running. But here I am. Here we are. Back into running. And if I don't want to run, I'll walk. And that has the same exact level of mood elevating, effects. Like when you do exercise in the morning, your day is gonna be better. Guaranteed. I don't care who you are. But yeah, it's just gonna be better. Especially if it's like early morning, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining. This might not be true for everyone, but really energizes me, man. I always have a better day during that. I mean, after that. And that's cool. My first running stuff was all in high school. I would get up in the morning and go do it every day just because I was sick of being fat. And that's cool. I was also doing drugs, though. I would smoke pot during that. I always used to throw it in my mom's face. She was like, don't smoke pot. It makes you lazy. And I said, Mom, I lost 60 pounds while smoking pot every day. I used to throw that in her face a lot. But I was a kid. Kids could do anything, man. And I could still be smoking pot, but dude, it really, and I would not have said this last year or even 6 months ago probably. I would not have said that. I think overall, in general, marijuana, for my life right now, it decreases the overall quality of life, I think, just by a tad. Not much, just a little bit. Slows me down it makes it a little hard to get motivated to get up and do crap, but that's, I mean, it's a trade-off. I also have a lot of pain all up in my jaw and like neck and face on this side from my years of shooting up crystal meth into one arm. Dude, I am so tense, permanently tensed on this side of my face, and I think I used to use weed to, used it for a lot of stuff. Getting out of feelings mostly, but, you know, physical feelings of pain right here. I just started to notice it a lot more when I took the weed out of the equation. And that, maybe I'll be more motivated to hot compress the fuck out of it. I'm supposed to hot compress and I don't, and that's my fault. But maybe I'll do one tonight, man. Maybe I will. A lot of people discover drugs in high school and therefore they quit their extracurriculars. Drop out of football, drop out of the choir, stop playing basketball. But me, man, when I discovered drugs, I signed up for more extracurriculars, bro. I did better. I started doing more shit. I remember the first day, my friend comes up to me and says, "Yo, you want a line of coke?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah. I think I'm gonna go out for football." And then, like, this girl came up to me the next week and was like, "Hey, you want to try this crystal meth?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I think I'm also gonna join baseball and softball at the same time. Maybe chess club too. Fuck." Next week, a sketchy looking kid comes up to me with a bag of heroin. I do some of that, and before I know it, I'm in science club, French club, glow club, motherfucking show choir, school plays, bro. And then, like, I drive around a stolen Porsche for some reason, because I'm all drugged out and in high school. And then I finished out all the seasons of all the extracurriculars, and then got caught with all the drugs. Man, I really got lucky in high school, because when they caught me with major quantities and all types of bad stuff, illegal stuff, they kicked me out of school, but they put it on record as if I was just suspended, and I basically got rewarded for my bad behavior. "Oh, you're gonna sell drugs to our kids?" That's alleged. I wasn't actually gonna do that, but had large amounts. "Oh, you're gonna sell drugs to our kids? Well, you can't come here anymore, but you can still graduate. You can drop all your classes and do everything over email." And dude, I had a blast, man. I was mad, but I had fun getting rewarded for that shit. Especially because some people had to take parts off their extracurricular seasons because of getting caught with weed or whatever. "Oh, you have to take 3 months off. You have to sit out half the season." And I got lucky because I didn't get caught with anything until after all my seasons were over, bro. And so that felt pretty cool. I remember, like, my junior year maybe, the choir director and the show choir director at my high school retired, and a new guy steps in, and his son is in fucking school with us. Maybe he was graduated, and he was like but he was there all the time, and he was the band director. Now I think he's the show choir director. Anyway, the dad, his name's Mr. Barry. I don't give a fuck if he cares if I say his name. I remember one day I walked up into his office, and I was upset because my friend Ella at the time had just gotten kicked out of shit for some charge, some bullshit. I don't even remember, but she had to sit out some show choir shows. Now, see, I had gotten arrested for a similar thing like a year ago, and nobody found out. The school didn't find out. Nobody told the school, and I was fine, and that upset me. We did the same thing, and one of us got kicked out, and the other one didn't. So, my dumbass, I waltzed up into Mr. Barry's office, and I said, "Hey, man, I got arrested for the same shit she did. You shouldn't be kicking her out." I thought I was going to get something done. But all he said was, "Hey, you shouldn't have told me that, and we're just going to pretend this didn't happen." And then from then on, we just had a tension relationship. Every time I would try to talk to him, he would ignore the fuck out of me. And I remember going to the principal and saying, "Hey, my teacher is being a child." And then he agreed with me. He was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know what's happening with him." I think he got fired pretty quick or something, forced to resign, that sort of thing, and went back to slinging houses or fucking insurance or I don't know. He probably got liquor licenses for gay bars, maybe. That's probably what he did. Anyway, you guys, I fucking still think about him sometimes and his stupid son because I met a guy recently who looked a lot like his son, but was much nicer looking and much more non-threatening and looked like way less of a douche. But they were really similar looking, and so I was like, oh my god, it's a nice version of this kid, of the fucking Barry kid. Won't say anybody's first name, that's fine. Barry's a ridiculous last name anyway. So, a few weeks ago, I did a segment on the podcast where I read Roast Me comments. I posted a photo of myself on Roast Me on Reddit, and then I read the comments to you guys. And today, I decided to post again in that group because it was so fun. And it blew up right away. I got like 70 comments. And some of them were pretty good. A lot of them were bullshit. A lot of them were great. But I wanted to do a segment on the podcast again about that. But I didn't want to waste a bunch of time doing it. So here's what I did. I picked the my top 10 favorite roasts that I got today. And this is today. Obviously, I'm not releasing the show today. So it's about a week ago, a couple days ago. I'm not sure. But some of these are good. So I picked out my favorite 10 roasts. And if I can figure out how to put the photo up on the podcast, I will. But the caption was, "Felt cute, comma, definitely won't delete later." Here's what I got. I'm going to read them in order of my top 10. So, discount hairdresser that pretends to be gay too because he can't get any clients. That one was pretty funny. That was the top voted one by Wurbuzzer. And thank you for that comment, Wurbuzzer. Imagine being gay and walking into a gay bar and getting thrown out for turning all the customers straight. And that was machine_gun_X. It's pretty good, pretty good. This one says, number 3, you look like the lead guitarist of a failed Christian metal band. And that was from Karen Summa Cum Laude. Pretty cool name, huh? I think so. We got Wurbuzzer again with Sunny with Cher's wig. And I didn't get that one at first because I didn't know who Sunny was, but I looked it up and then I laughed. Don't you love that? Looking shit up, understanding it, and then laughing? Had to do that a lot with old sitcoms. Anyway, back to the roasts. This one's good. I can smell this photo. Either that or someone in my house is smoking weed while sweating profusely. And that was by Chim Jung Un. Thank you for that comment. I really laughed at that one. You couldn't even get laid in prison by 123 Nixon. And somebody else whose name I did not wrote down said you couldn't even get laid in a morgue. So I think I would have to have a pretty fucked up mortician to be fucking all the dead bodies and then choose not to fuck me. Oh, man. How many more do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 100% sure this is a poorly made deep fake, in quotations, deep fake morph of Macaulay Culkin, Jesus, and a homeless meth head. Mikey Shu, thank you for that one. That's pretty creative. I like it. I don't think that I look anything like Macaulay Culkin, but shit. I laughed at that shit. So 49 Gold says, short bus Jesus. Okay, okay. You look like an Arab prince had an unhealthy relationship with Jesus. That I think is pretty funny. I think unhealthy relationships are funny. And that was by Isa or Isaphobia. And this one is the 10th, and I think it's the funniest. Playing Terry Kaiser's career high role of Bernie in the stage version of Weekend at Bernie's at the Des Moines Amateur Playhouse. The Des Moines Register described his performance as, after watching him act, the audience wishes he was really dead. And that, once again, was Wurbuzzer, so This motherfucker got 3 comments that I liked, and I put all 3 in my top 10. So thank you, Warbuzzer. And I do have a bonus 11th because I liked it. Pale Moon Pixie said, "You look like the trailer park aunt who remembers everyone's birthday." Oh man, I do not want to meet that lady. But I bet she's sweet, and I bet I'm sweet. So thank you, Pale Moon Pixie. And guys, I have had a lot of fun today. I got an idea that I just want to close on really quick. And here's the idea. Asking someone not to tell you something they just told you will never be enough. Yeah, man, fucking Jacob, man, he's super annoying, man. The other day, he fucking came into my house, asked me if he could use my bathroom, and then I found shit on the toilet seat, bro. Fuck that kid. I'd never want to hang out with him again. Oh, but don't tell him I said that. You gotta believe I'm gonna tell at least somebody. Bro, my fucking uncle just got arrested for manslaughter. But you can't tell anyone. Oh, I'm telling somebody, dude. Manslaughter? That's a big one. Dude, I just got super high on a bunch of drugs. And I need you to keep this a secret from me. Dude, I don't know, maybe you would say, I'm just making shit up right now, but maybe you would say, "Hey, I want to tell you something, but can you promise not to tell anyone?" Dude, if someone says that to me, I always immediately say, "Oh yeah, no, I definitely won't tell anyone. What is it?" Every time, dude. Every time, and I believe it when I say it too. I think to myself, yeah, I won't tell anyone. I don't have a reason to fuck over my buddy or my friend or this person I just met. But eventually I'm going to get bored and tell somebody, you know? And I know this because I've done it. And I don't remember any examples, but like, I've definitely done, oh yeah, they told me not to tell anybody, but blah, 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 blah. Jacob fucking kidnapped his son's girlfriend and threw her in the lake. I don't know, man. But it's not enough, dude. If you really don't want anyone to know, you can't tell anybody. Can't tell anybody because everybody's got somebody they're gonna tell, and everybody's got somebody they're gonna yell it to. They're gonna yell your secret to somebody. The whole neighborhood's gonna hear that you have a fucking cyst on your vagina. I don't know. What's something really embarrassing? Oh man, yeah, I got a bump on my cock. But don't tell Chrissy because I'm really trying to bone her. And I'm just holding off until the bump goes away. Until the love bump goes away from when I fucked Christine last week. Chrissy doesn't know. Don't tell her. Don't tell her, man. I'm telling somebody. And then eventually that person's gonna hear, and you're gonna be screwed. It's just how it is, man. People are gossips. We just are. And with that, I'm gonna close out today. Love you guys, and thank you for listening. Stay blessed.